Hello kids. Today we are going to start second semester syllabus. Okay. In that our lesson is lesson number 7, health and diseases. It is the second semester book. Okay. It is the second semester book. Today we are going to start second semester syllabus. Lesson name is health and diseases. In this lesson we shall study types of diseases, communicable and non-communicable diseases. In this lesson we are going to study types of diseases. In these types of diseases, communicable and non-communicable diseases. Second point is modes of transmission of communicable diseases. Modes of transmission of communicable diseases. Next is prevention of communicable diseases. Prevention of communicable diseases. Last point is deficiency diseases. In this lesson, we are going to study types of diseases. In these two types are there, communicable and non-communicable diseases are there. Next, how to spread, how they are spread, modes of transmission of communicable diseases, prevention of communicable diseases, and deficiency diseases. In this lesson, we are going to study. Okay, now see, what is a disease? What is a disease? Look at these pictures. Nina has fever and body ache. Aman is sneezing and has a headache. They look unwell. Nina has fever and body ache. And Aman is sneezing and he has a headache. Aman is sneezing and he has headache. Nina has fever and body ache, means body pain. A disease can broadly be described as condition when one does not feel at ease. Disease can be broadly be described as condition when one does not feel easy or feel unwell. Feels unwell. This happens due to organ system of the body not functioning normally. When we feel unwell, something happened to our organ or any organ system of the body not functioning normally, that time we feel unwell. Thus affecting the overall well-being, we can make out that a person is unwell by the symptoms such as headache, body ache, cough, cold or fever. When we are unwell, that time we feel symptoms just like a headache, body ache, cough, cold, fever. These are the symptoms when we feel unwell, when one does not feel at ease. Next, diseases can be classified communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Diseases can be classified into two types: communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. First is communicable diseases. Diseases that spread from a person to the another are called communicable or infectious diseases. Communicable diseases means that is a diseases that spread from a person to another. From a person to the another are called communicable or infectious diseases. Communicable diseases are caused by very tiny microscopic living organisms called germs or microbes like a bacteria, viruses, protozoa and fungi. Communicable diseases are caused by a very means tiny means very small microscopic living organism. They are called germs or microbes. Germs or microbes. Just like such as bacteria, viruses, protozoa, fungi. These are the microbes, germs. Malaria, tuberculosis and influenza are some communicable diseases. Malaria, tuberculosis and influenza are some communicable diseases. Okay, next see kids, do you know it was Dr. Louis Pasteur. It was Dr. Louis Pasteur, a French scientist who showed that certain types of microbes caused certain diseases. It was Dr. Louis Pasteur, a French scientist who showed that certain types of microbes caused certain diseases. Okay, now see modes of transmission of communicable diseases. How to communicable diseases spread? How communicable diseases spread out? We'll see the modes of transmission of communicable diseases. Communicable diseases spread in different ways. Communicable diseases spread in different ways. See here, through a infected food and water, through air, through insects and animals, through wound and cuts, through direct contact. Communicable diseases spread through infected food and water, through air, through insects, through animals, through wound and cuts, through direct contact. These are modes of transmission of communicable diseases. So, first of all, we will see communicable diseases spread through infected food and water. Okay, how communicable diseases spread through infected food and water. When food and water are not stored or handled properly, they get easily infected by germs. Spoiled or uncovered food attract flies and dust and thus get contaminated. We often see flies, cockroaches, rats and other insects around unclean places. All these are carriers of germs. Diseases like diarrhea, cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, jaundice, dysentery and food poisoning are spread by eating infected food or by drinking unclean water. When food and water are not stored properly or not handled properly, When food and water are not handled properly or not stored properly, they get easily infected by germs. So, we always cover the food and close the water utensils. Spoiled or uncovered food attract flies, dust and other thus get contaminated. We often see flies, cockroaches, ants, rats and other insects around the unclean places. All these are carry germs. Diseases like diarrhea, cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, jaundice, dysentery and food poisoning are spread by eating infected food and or by drinking unclean water. Which one diseases are spread? If we eat infected food and drink water, which disease will come? Diarrhea, cholera means cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, jaundice, dysentery and food poisoning. These all diseases are spread by eating infected food or by drinking unclean water. Understood, kids? Next, when flies sit on garbage, human feces, animals' excreta, etc., the germs present there stick to the legs, stick to the legs. When these flies sit on uncovered food, the germs are transferred to the food, thus contaminating it. If we eat this infected food, we fall sick. In a case, when flies sit on garbage, human feces, animal excreta and etc., the germs present there, that germs stick to the flies, legs, and when these flies sit on uncovered food, then what happened? That germs transfer to the food. The germs transfer to the food, thus contaminating it. If we eat this infected food, we fall sick. Automatically we fall sick, no? If we eat uncovered food, automatically we fall sick, because flies sitting on human feces, animal excreta and etc. things means garbages. That time germs stick to the flies' legs. That time flies sit on uncovered food. When flies sit on uncovered food, the germs transfer to the food. Understood, kids? Now we'll see through the air. Communicable diseases spread through the air. Airborne diseases spread through air. The sputum is spit of a person suffering from tuberculosis contains a disease-causing germs. These germs are released into the air whenever this person spit out, sneezes or coughs. The infected air carries the germs to the healthy people, infecting them too. The most common airborne diseases affect the respiratory tract or the eyes, viral fever, cough and cold, diphtheria, milliceus, and the mumps are some airborne communicable diseases. Here we are going to see diseases spread through the air. Airborne diseases spread through air. When the person spit of a person suffering from tuberculosis contain disease germs, disease causing germs. These germs are released into the air. When these persons spit out, sneeze or cough, the infected air carries to the germs to the healthy people, infecting them too. This infected air carry the germs to the healthy people, infecting too. The most common airborne diseases affect the respiratory tract or the eye. The most common airborne diseases affect the respiratory tract or the eyes. Viral fever, cough, cold, diphtheria, milliceus, and mumps are some airborne communicable diseases. Understood, kids? Now turn the page. We'll see diseases spread through insects and animals. Look at the picture given below. Certain diseases are caused because of the animal's bite or an insect sting. Look in this picture. Certain diseases are caused because of the animal bite or an insect sting. Insects like mosquitoes, bedbugs, lice, flies, fleas spread diseases like malaria, dengue, yellow fever, sleeping sickness, and plague. The insects suck the blood of a person infected with the diseases and become carriers of the germs when they sting. When they sting a healthy person, the germs are injected to the blood of the healthy person. Dengue fever is spread by Aedes aegypti, while malaria is spread by female Anopheles mosquito. Flies spread plague and sleeping sickness. Sleeping sickness is spread through the Sets fly. Insects like mosquito, bedbugs, lice, flies, and fleas spread diseases like malaria, dengue, yellow fever, sleeping sickness, and plague. The insects suck a blood of a person infected with diseases. When the insects suck the blood of the person who is infected with the disease, that become a carriers of germs. That time when these sting a healthy person, the germs are injected to the blood of that healthy person. Understood, no kids? Dengue fever is spread by Aedes aegypti. Dengue fever is spread by Aedes aegypti, while malaria is spread by female Anopheles and mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito, and fleas spread plague. Fleas spread plague, and sleeping sickness is spread through a Sets fly. Sleeping sickness is spread through the sets fly. Now hold. What is a sleeping sickness? In which country is this disease commonly seen? What is sleeping sickness and in which country is this disease commonly seen? This question, it is the hot question. Okay kids, the sleeping sickness is a parasitic infection. Sleeping sickness is the parasitic infection transmitted by the Sets fly. Sleeping sickness is a parasitic infection transmitted by Sets fly in people and animals. In people and animals. This disease is commonly seen in Africa. This sleeping sickness disease is commonly seen in Africa. Understood? Okay. Now see, diseases spread through wound and cuts. How the diseases spread through wound and cut. Our skin protects our body. Germs of the tetanus diseases enter a person's body through the cut or wound in the skin. Tetanus, often called the lockjaw, is a bacterial infection which causes painful muscles spasm and can at times result in death. The tetanus vaccine has made the disease preventable. Through wound and cut, tetanus disease will come. How it will come, we'll see. Our skin protects our body. Germs of tetanus diseases enter a person's body through a cut or wound in the skin. The germs of the tetanus diseases enter a person's body through a wound and cuts. Often this wounds or cut, this enter in the skin. Tetanus, often called the lockjaw, is a bacterial infection which causes painful muscles spasms and can at times result in death. At times result in death. The tetanus vaccine has made the disease preventable. The tetanus vaccine has made the disease preventable. Okay, now last one is the disease spread through a direct contact. How the disease spread through a direct contact, we'll see. Disease like ringworms, scabies, measles, common cold, chickenpox, tuberculosis, spread by contact with the infected person through his saliva, utensils, clothing or skins. Diseases that spread through the direct contact are called the contagious diseases. Diseases like ringworm, scabies, measles, common cold, chickenpox, tuberculosis spread by the contact with the infected person through his saliva, utensils, clothing or skin. Diseases that spread through a direct contact are called the contagious diseases. Diseases that spread through direct contact are called the contagious diseases. Okay kids, we stop here only. You read the lesson and write down all new words, means those words are difficult for you. You write down in your notebook. Okay, thank you for watching the video.